This KISD Coaches Show is supported by Coach Henderson Sports Photography, Modern Appliance, Clean Veterinary Clinic, Denali Roofing, Seashells Visuals, and Cloud Real Estate.
Welcome into the Toby Foreman Show. Another week of great high school football. Second week of district play. Kicked it off last week at home against Midlothian, Coach, and a game that was very winnable for you. You didn't come away with the victory, but you played pretty good.
Yeah, we did. We had chances to make plays and kind of put them away, and we didn't do that, mostly on the offensive side of the ball. But, like I said, from where our team has gotten from the first scrimmage to this point, we've gotten a lot better. We've gotten, because Midlothian is a quality opponent. They're a top 20 ranked opponent, and they have won consistently there for years. So, no such thing as a moral victory, but bottom line is our team is continuing to get better, and that's what you expect. We just got to cut out. We had special teams, snap, went over the punter's head, which is uncharacteristic of us, and then we had several times offensively where we could have moved the chains and probably made the wrong read, made poor decision with the ball, and that cost us, chances to put more points on the board.
But you came out of it pretty healthy?
We did, yeah, pretty healthy. That's a good thing. That's a very good thing.
You getting other guys back that were hurt?
Exactly. Every week, we get one or two guys back, which is a good thing. So, like I said, this team really hadn't played together all the way yet, and looking forward to that day. But I don't foresee that happening until we get to the bye week.
Good crowd on hand the other night. We're definitely behind you, I'll tell you what.
Yeah, definitely, and they were loud. And like I said, it was a great – we ended the game throwing to the end zone, to try to win the game. And, that's I kind of predicted it'd be a late fourth quarter, somebody come out ahead, and that's just what happened. We were on the short end of that deal, but, the way our kids battled back throughout that game after losing the lead in the third, we battled back after getting down by double digits in the first quarter. We had a halftime lead. Our kids are resilient, and they expect to win, and that's a big deal. The mindset right now is we expect to win every game. Whether we do or not, that's something different, but, that's a big piece of it is if you believe you're going to win, because sometimes teams don't believe they're going to win, and that's a problem as well.
So this week it's Lake Belton, so it doesn't get any easier as you go through the district play, buddy.
No, Lake Belton's another top 20, top 15 ranked team, and they got some guys on their team that can absolutely go. They got 3 Power 5 guys right now. Micah Hudson, he's the number 1 recruit in the junior class in the state of Texas. Number 2, Selman Bridges, he's a cornerback and receiver. He does an outstanding job at the corner position. He's a great cover corner. He's got Power 5 offers. Javion Wilcox, a safety and receiver. He does an outstanding job. He's a physical player, almost like an extra linebacker out there at safety, but a really good tackler, great leader on the team. And their quarterback, Connor Cruz, can put it in a very tight window. he really does a good job of putting the ball near the receivers, and they just make unbelievable plays.
I know you've only played against 3 teams so far, but or 2 teams, whatever. Is this the best quarterback you've seen, or is it you're going to see, or what?
He's definitely, as far as just a pure pocket passer, it's not even close. If you let him set his feet and spin it all night, he'll pick you apart. I don't care if you're playing man or zone, because their receivers can get open on anybody. But bottom line is we've got to make him uncomfortable in the pocket, and we've got to make sure that we're doing our assignments in the secondary. Because like I said, if you give them all day, they'll move the ball every single time. I don't see them drop passes. Their O-line does a good job protecting, so it's really, really going to be tough to slow this offense down.
Do they have any running game?
Yeah, they do. They have 2 running backs, number 0, Dearius Wilkerson, and then also number 20, Tristan Robin. Both those guys spend time in the backfield. They're 2 completely different types of runners, but they both carry the ball a lot, and it's some old Belton running backs, man. They're just tough, and they'll if you don't tackle them, they'll keep running.
Now your offense, is it coming together like you wanted it to?
Yeah, it really is. Our O-line's finally back intact from all the injuries we had early in the year, and we're gelling together, and that's what you want to see. We only scored 27 points last week, but like I said, we had many, many opportunities to put more points on the board. We just did not. But young quarterback, but he's growing up. I quit calling him a sophomore. I told him that this week. I said, you're no longer a sophomore quarterback. You're now a junior quarterback. So you've got to grow up, and he's doing a great job. Malachi makes good decisions with the ball, and he runs the offense. And so looking forward to seeing what he brings to the table on Friday night.
Yeah, I'm going to have him around for a little while. That's good stuff. So definitely. Well, you get to make another road trip a little bit shorter this time, playing over Belton High. Of course, Lake Belton doesn't have the facilities to handle a crowd that you bring and a big game like this. But you're playing over Belton High. It ought to be a good game. A lot of people are going to be there from Belton, of course. They got a big fan base at Lake Belton, and your Grey Wolf fan base is pretty strong too.
Yeah, it ought to be a great atmosphere for high school football. We're excited about the opportunity to go out in front of this type of crowd. It'll probably be the biggest crowd that we've been in front of this year. But that's good. I mean, that's why you play the sport. I know that's why I coach it. That's one of the reasons. You look forward to these Friday nights and the opportunities to compete against quality opponents in this environment. It'll be a hostile environment. It always is when we go over there in the past. We played Belton High, and now we're facing Lake Belton. But we're excited. Coach Cope does a good job with his program. They're 13-0. They've never lost a game. So looking forward to the opportunity to hand them their first loss, and I know they're looking forward to the opportunity to make us 0-2 in district.
Well, these coaches in here tell me about how they're ready to get going on Friday night, so I know the kids are ready too. They're just coming off the practice field as I came in, and a lot of energy out here.
Yeah, there has been this week. For coming off a tough loss like that, I didn't know how we would respond. Like I said, Saturday we sit down, met with the kids, talked about some things, cleaned some stuff up, and then Monday they were fired up. I mean, this is not a Killeen ISD opponent, but you might as well say we competed against them all summer in a lineman challenge, and then you see them around. They're not that far down the road, and so the interaction with their kids and our kids is pretty consistent. So they know each other. We know that they have some guys that can go. They know that we got some guys that can go, and so like I said, tee it up on the 40-yard line at Tiger Stadium at 7 o'clock on Friday night, and let's see who wins that game.
Well, I'm going to be over at the other stadium, so I'm not going to be able to make it over there. But if you need a get back guy, I'll get you one.
I always need a get back guy.
I needed one the other night. That's another whole story, though. As always, Toby, appreciate you taking time to talk with us and with everything you're doing out here at Shoemaker High School. Just top notch, grade A.
Well, I appreciate that, and y'all come out and watch a great ball game on Friday night. And as always, go Grey Wolves.